Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, I look gross. Okay. Hello. This is weird for me, and then this is just, I can't get Summer to edit this. Summer's little sister, she edits a lot of videos, and this is just gonna be one of those things I'm just gonna have to deal with. Oh my gross, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be more pleasing to your eyes. I have not made a video. I don't think I've ever posted a video on my channel, actually. Which is weird, because I've had this channel forever. And this email address, it's linked to my Google. Anyway, I just thought I would share my thoughts on some things, because I'm bored, slightly inspired, tired. I'll take a nap. Then I'm all good for food. Goals. Anyway, I have just been thinking, this is just like a personal thingy. Watch if you want to comment if you want to. I don't really care either way. But I was thinking, and this is just me, have you ever like gotten out of a relationship and been like, this person is the bane of my existence? Like you're just like every time their name is mentioned, because you've had just such a really bad experience, like after you all have broken up or like stopped talking or whatever. I was kind of that state. Like I'm kind of, you know what I mean? And it's like, and it's weird because like you get with this person and you're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, this is gonna work, and then it doesn't, and you're like, oh. And then, like, you know, sometimes they, like, ruin a song for you, or ruin one of your favorite places, or anything else, really. Like, ruin longboarding for you. I don't know. Like, I've only been longboarding, like, 5 times. And I wasn't even using my board. I was using the guy I was dating at the time's board. Oh my god, which is like the most hilarious thing. That brings me to like the whole point that I'm trying to make here, because I don't want this video to be too long, because I don't want to like bore the crap out of people. But like, you have these like really bad experiences with these people, and then afterwards you're like, ugh, oh, I hate Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran now. Still love Ed Sheeran. I hate by this person, you know, is Cheerleader, and by Omi, I don't know. I can't tell you. But, and then you're just like, heh, with all these experiences. And then, like, be like, you see a pineapple and you're like, ugh, that reminds me of this guy. Ugh, pineapples. Like, what's the point of that? I just don't understand. Like, I do that. I've done that a lot. And I think I'm going to try now to be more like, hey, listen, it didn't work out, and we were terrible to each other and for each other, but we had some good memories, and I want to focus on those. Like the one time that I went longboarding with the guy I was dating at the time, and we'll call him Ben for right now, because I don't want to name any names. We'll call him Ben. And we were at this playground. It was like elementary school playground that's open to the public, because small city, small town, big city, small, wait, big town, small city. There we go. And it was like, I was like going down a hill, and it was like started wobbling, and he was just like, jump, and I was like, oh god. So I jumped, and I did like a turn in the air, so I wouldn't like land on my front, I landed on my back, and I like flopped on the ground. My feet were just like, the way I landed, it was like, these are my feet, this is the representation of my feet, and just and I laughed so hard that day, and like he laughed too after. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, ugh. And he was like, it looks so cool, and like the way you fell and landed. And I was like, yeah, stuck it. And it's one of those things. And like, we don't talk anymore, like at all. We'll see each other in like the hallways, but hey, how you doing? Yeah. It's really awkward now between us, because used to we'd like hug each other because we were like such good friends, and then we started dating, and that was, but I mean, you know, we're still kind of friends. And it's just one of the things you get. Like, you have to have the good. There's always good memories. Like, you always try to make good memories with people, and then that's one from Ben. And then, let's see, long distance relationships are always the hardest to find good memories in. But there's this one good memory is when I first met this person. This is the start of this whole long distance relationship. I met them at a camp, and I thought they were the most gorgeous person I've ever met in my entire life. I was like awestruck, and I thought that he was genuinely a really nice guy, you know. And he was just one of those like fleeting crush things. I was like, I can't miss this chance. I can't pass this up because, you know, I'm young, and I don't have. Well, I don't want to say I don't have much longer to live, but I'm almost 18, and time has sure flew by for me. Like, this is my senior year, and it felt like the semester just started. I'm about to take final exams for the semester, and I'm just. But anyway, back to the main point. And he was just like one of the things. And my best memories of him were like before we were dating at that camp, because we got to see each other like every day. And I was just like, oh, my heart, my beating, my fluttering heart, be still. You know what I mean? And it was just one of the things. And then, like, I went to visit him one time, and the only time that I like visited him, and I went up to where he lived, and we spent like a good portion of the day just hanging out around the mall, checking out like dogs, because who doesn't like dogs? And we went to eat at this like Italian restaurant. But see, okay, another funny thing that embarrasses me to no end. I wouldn't call myself stupid, but I have my moments. And so I ordered a pizza, thinking it was like a slice of pizza, and the server gave me like this really weird look, and he was just like, are you gonna eat it? I was like, well, how big are your pizza slices? He's like, they're moderately big, and I was like, yeah, I got this. Turns out I ordered like a 12-inch pizza, like Thai, and yeah, he laughed at me hard, and my dad laughed because he was there too, and I was just like, but I ate like a good half of pizza. That doesn't describe my life. I don't know what does. This video is already like 8 minutes long. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. And so there's that. And like up until recently, that guy has been like of my existence. You know what I mean? And then I realized I was talking with my friend today. My friend Bree, my waifu, my wifey. Anyway, and she was just like, you know, you really can't blame it all on him. And I was like, yeah, true. And then I was like, you know, there were good times. And I realized I'm upset with him because it was long distance, and I had some really bad trust issues with him, which, you know, might have been my fault. There might have been nothing going on, and it just could have been me overthinking. You know, there's a lot of things that could have, like, factored into that, and the fact that I'm easily irritated with people I'd hate. And, I mean, it was a really good time. I mean, the feelings and like the fleeting moment feelings and stuff like that, and it wasn't meant to be. And I mean, I feel like understanding this is probably like a big stepping stone into like adulthood for me. Just, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry. Sorry. And it's really nice to think about, you know, like I think about the good times we had, like the late night conversations and the Skype calls and all that good stuff. And then there's this one guy who I kind of feel like iffy towards, but there were good times. I mean, this guy, when we were dating, like, he didn't like, my dad is a tattoo artist and piercer, so it's kind of like a big part of my life, and he was just like, tattoos, no. Piercings, no, take them out. Certain like types of clothing, like he didn't want me like exposing my body, and if I went to the beach, he'd be like, wear a t-shirt and swim trunks, guys swim trunks over your stuff when you go, and don't play in the ocean too much because guys will still look at you in that. And I was like, oh. I'll stay with him with a good portion, but like before all that happened, before all the controllingness happened, which, you know, I mean, it's just him, and he'll find himself a girl. That's not me. I'm really, well, I'm bullheaded. I'm a Taurus. Anyway, but like we had a lot of really good dates, me and him, and he was always really sweet to me. Besides the fact that he was trying to don't. Anyway, and he didn't want me talking to like a lot of my guy friends, and I kind of understand that because you know, your significant other talking to someone of the opposite gender, and you know they're like close to them and all that stuff, but like all my guy friends have girlfriends. I have more guy friends than I have female friends, and my female friends usually have more guy friends than they have female friends. So we're all just kind of a little group. And I would have never cheated on him or anything like that. Like if anything, I would have bragged about him to my guy friends. But you know that was him and his preference for me to not talk to anybody. And we had some really good moments though. We had it was pretty good times. There were a couple of dates. I really like going to the woods. Me personally, I love like exploring the woods, and I actually have like this little battle scar from where I broke a twig this past weekend when I was with my cousins, and we were like climbing through the woods near my dad's house, and we were like, oh, adventure. And like it was nice. And he took me out hiking, and he was really nice. He was always, you know, are you okay? You know, all this stuff. And it was really nice while it lasted. And I'm still kind of like, ugh, because he tried to like control me and tell me what to do, and it was a little mentally abusive, emotionally abusive, you know. But I mean, I can't. There were good times, and I can't be mad at him. But I'm not going to make the mistake of going back to the people that is just not working out. You know what I mean? And I mean, I feel. I mean, I was feeling kind of down early today, and like I felt really more lighthearted, like a burden was pushed off, pushed off my chest, no, like lifted off my chest, because I realized, you know, you could have people that you really don't like anymore for your own reasons, and people that you just really don't agree with, and you, in retrospect, you think you should have never dated them, but at the same time, you did have good memories with them. And that's something you shouldn't look over, even if, you know, you're like, oh man, I wish I had never met this person. You shouldn't really say that, because I mean, I've changed as a person from the people that I've dated just this past year. Like, I mean, it's changed me as a person, which is weird because I usually don't see changes in myself. And it's, you know, made me more outspoken, and listen, if you don't like this, I understand, but it's me as a person, and I don't think you have any right to try and say what I do, or you all kind of get what I'm saying. I'm babbling at this point. But, I mean, it kind of makes me happy thinking back on, like, people I've dated, you know, and I'm sitting here thinking, you know, I may have not agreed so much with their views, and that is ultimately the reason we broke up and such. But I'm really glad that I had the experience that I did, and that I could grow from that. And, you know, I'm glad that I got some happy memories out of it, and some memories that I can use to determine what I want in my life and what I don't. If that makes any sort of sense. And that was just kind of my rant for that. And I don't know if I'll continue making videos, or if this is like a one-time thing. I don't think anybody's going to watch my videos. Who would want to watch this face? If people, for some reason, want me to keep making videos, I don't know. I'll probably just keep making videos just because I'm weird. And I got a Disney trip coming up this spring. Yeah. And it'll probably just be me documenting my life and being weird and growing as a person. Hey, about all this growing as a person thing. That might be a common theme now. I don't know. But I just felt like making a video, posting it, and see if anybody relates, and then if so, yeah. And if not, then treat yourself. each his own. And, look at my hair. Yeah, that is about it. So I'm going to stop this now because it's 15 minutes. And, goodbye, lovely people who have decided to, I wouldn't say waste 15 minutes of their life, because this could be some sort of, like, liberating experience for someone, but, like, thank you for giving me close to 16 minutes of your life now with this face and my rantings about how I'm growing as a person. So, yeah. Comment if you want, subscribe if you want. I don't know if I'm gonna keep making videos, so it'd be kind of pointless to subscribe to me at this point. You know, but thank you. And farewell, lovely.